Jeff here from the Wetsuit Centre, talking to you today about the C Skins Rewired range for 2014, summer 2014. This is the 3-2 wetsuit. Comes in a men's suit, a few different styles. This is the style that we've got, and the ladies' suit as well. Both chest zip wetsuits, and they're both performance wetsuits, so stripped down, really good quality, neoprene, and loads of flexibility. For those of you that don't really know too much about C Skins, they're a British-based company. The wetsuits are designed over here, but they are produced over in the same factory as O'Neill, so the quality is fantastic. The quality of neoprene, stitching and everything exactly the same as you'd expect from O'Neill. The suits themselves, they're internationally shipped now. You get these suits over in Oz, you get them in South Africa, and guys all over Europe are wearing them, but they're particularly popular in the UK because they're so good in cold water. So the Rewired series, basically, the suit, as I said before, is all about performance and flexibility, which is what you want from a summer wetsuit where the water's a little bit warmer, basically. Okay, so 3-2 in terms of thickness. So you get 3mm of neoprene on the lower part of the body, and then 2mm on the upper body. So that gives you an idea of how big you're actually talking about. On the 3mm on the lower leg, and then 2mm on the arm. That's where you need it, basically. So more flexibility in the upper body gives you a huge amount of stretch. Okay, so the actual quality of the neoprene, this is their super stretch neoprene, so it's the most lightweight, supple neoprene that C Skins offer, and it's tremendously soft to the touch, really, really flexible, and having tried one of these, I can tell you it feels great when it's on, and providing the fit is good, then the suit doesn't feel like you're wearing a wetsuit. It's really, really lightweight. In terms of the fit, then, that's the one thing that C Skins have really changed. They've got with what they call a future fit for the men now, and it's benefit for the ladies. So there's the new style or new fitting for C Skins wetsuits. And basically means it's just a huge amount of research has gone into the cut of the wetsuit to make sure that it fits most people. There's a size for everyone basically within the range, and the size chart that's on our website will actually sort of give you quite a lot of information to make sure that you get bang on in terms of the right size. And so there's a huge amount of sort of variations, very subtle. They're the only people that do a medium, tall, large. So they do a medium tall, then they do a medium tall large as well. So it's kind of like sits in between the medium tall and the medium large. So they're really sort of keen on making sure that the fit of their wetsuits is spot on, because that is the key to everything, as you know. Okay, so this particular wetsuit then, 3-2, they do this in a 5-3. This is the 3-2 colours, which will probably carry over into the winter. So again, the principles of the wetsuit is performance. So you've got really good high-grade neoprene. You've got minimal panelling on the suit as well. So they take off the smooth skin mesh, just have one piece of neoprene across the whole chest or the whole front part of the wetsuit to make sure there's no seams, so there's less restriction through the suit. All of the seams are very strategically placed to ensure that there's no restriction through the wetsuit. So you've got everything sort of like dipped down to a triangular form there to make sure it moves with the body. Around the back of the suit, you've got one piece of neoprene around the back. You can see the seam there is even dipped to make sure that it fits in with the movement of the lumbar region and doesn't restrict you in any way, shape or form. One piece around the bum. You don't have the seam over the bum, which is quite annoying in some wetsuits as well, and quite restrictive, and it's particularly annoying if you're sitting on your wetsuit or sitting on your surfboard, because it's not exactly comfortable. Okay, the suit, as I said before, is a chest entry wetsuit. I think it's called the Enigma. Yeah, the Enigma zip with the C Skins wetsuits. Essentially, it's just a different name for a very similar thing. Locked down on one side, the pieces of neoprene comes all the way down over the top of the wetsuit to here. Locked down on one side, the only way that water can come through is through the chest or through the neck of the wetsuit and through the side. Any water that comes into this panel of the wetsuit is then met with the neoprene, which is brought up nice and high. And then instead of going into the wetsuit, it will be pulled down into this sort of drain hole here, which you should be able to see on the camera there. Okay, so that will drain the water out of the wetsuit. You also get some of them around the front here as well, and there's sort of the actual sort of zip itself is brought on a diagonal sort of sloping sort of trajectory there to take the water out of the wetsuit. The zip itself is I believe a YKK zip, non-corrosive zip, to make sure that it doesn't freeze up or corrode and sort of fall off over time. So they're a metal zip, specially treated, special type of metal which doesn't corrode with seawater. You've got the plastic coated teeth there as well to make sure that you never get any sort of seizing of the zip and it won't fall off. So again, the sort of actual chest zip is sewn over the top of the wetsuit. The actual wetsuit is here, so any water that comes in through the chest zip is carried out of the chest zip system and drains through, so you don't get any water into the suit, or minimal amount of water into the suit. You've got the old school sort of key loop just inside the chest zip suit here as well. So obviously no good for electric keys, but really good for a lockbox, or really good for sort of like a front door key if you're lucky to live right by the ocean. Okay, the inside of the collar is a smooth skin collar, and basically that means any sort of, just prevents any rubbing or chafing on the wetsuit there. It's just a smooth skin basically, which is not what you normally get on the chest, but it works really well at stopping it, preventing rash, and also sticks to your neck better, creates a better seal around your neck, so you're less likely again to get any flush through the suit. Throughout the suit you've got all the critical taping on the joints, on the sort of key areas where there might be wear and tear, or sort of joints might fail or fall apart. You can see that around the arms here as well. You get like a extra bit of taping there, just to sort of lock the wrist seals around your wrist to make sure that you get less flush through up through there, and double stitching around the cuff as well, just to make sure that nothing pulls apart, so you get a maximum shelf life out of the wetsuit. Okay, I'll switch over to the ladies' suit now, so you can have a look at this. Really nice looking suit. Difference with the ladies then, it's the benefit, it's the fit. So they use the benefit system here for the ladies, and again it's all sort of research and everything. The cut of the suit's slightly different, so obviously it's tapered more heavily around the waist, but essentially the suit's exactly the same in terms of technical features. So you've got the super stretch neoprene the whole way through. The chest zip I think might be slightly higher up with the ladies to make sure it doesn't sort of go anywhere near the boobs and irritate you. So brought up slightly higher, but essentially again it's a very similar thing. You've got the same chest zip system with the drain hole down the wrist, down the arm. You've got the toggle just to pull it fast and make sure you create a good seal. And essentially that's everything really going on with the Rewired. It is a performance wetsuit for anyone that's looking, anyone that's really sort of keen on that kind of E-bomb. Quicksilver have got the Ignite, and that sort of lightweight wetsuit with minimal seams, minimal panelling, and really good quality neoprening through the whole suit. And the C Skins Rewired falls into that category. Not too expensive, stripped down performance wetsuit that I can guarantee you won't be disappointed with.